Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to At the Gates, where we are about to have to suffer a little bit through the winter, but after we've crossed what will by then be horrible frozen wastes, I think there's a very bright future ahead for us. So, a couple of things we gotta talk about real quick before we get going, or I guess we can talk about while we're going. Number one, apparently Briners are bugged. I did a little bit of checking into this. It seems like Briner just doesn't work, so that's a real shame, considering how much effort we put into trying to get that going. We're gonna have to retrain that guy as something else. I don't know what yet, but something else, and we would prefer not to have him leave the settlement, although I guess that's not the screen I want. This is the screen I want. What exactly is the benefit of this? So no other clans on the tile can commit crimes, and he won't feud. What about our, where's that explorer? No, not you, the other surveyor. Oh man, I wish that there was an easily accessible screen you. No other clans on the tile may commit crimes. We could pull Clan Aaron in, because they don't actually need to be out here. Like, it's cool that they're fast at identifying deposits. I like that. But I don't know how necessary it is. So maybe when we move over, these guys could become like farmers. We get them out of the settlement, and then we just replace them with Clan Aaron, who will take care of all of our anti-criming needs. I think that's probably it. Okay, so where's the edge of my movement area? Oh, okay. Look at that. It's like right there. It's right along the edge of our vision, and also the outline. It's like impossible to see on the snow. Cool. They should probably try to make that a little bit more obvious. Alright, over here we have an archer who is heading down to clear out a bandit camp. Gotta head you over to identify some more deposits. What's up with this battle? Alright, I think we might want to have this hunter turn around. That's the reason I was looking at that. We might want to group up both of our hunters. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Let's back, let's send you guys over in the general direction of that archer. I guess you can wait until next turn. Okay, so what do we still need? At some point we are going to need... Let me think here. We're going to need steel tools, probably. Right, like I want to buy steel weapons and steel armor, and we're still going to try to, but we are definitely going to have to make some of our own as well. So we need to get that whole pipeline of stuff going. Oh, you know what we need to start picking up, actually, is all the construction professions, because we are headed in that direction. So yeah, let's start picking up all of those. Should be one turn each. We need farmers, we need miners, we need watchmen, probably. Alright, you can come down here and identify this deposit for us. You have to chill out for a turn. You have to chill out for a turn. I had to say, the way that the supply system works, there's some... I don't want to say there's a lot, but there's some interesting strategic stuff going on there, right? There are considerations to how you move, but on the whole, the largest effect of it is just like moving is really tedious. It is a shame. Hey, that's interesting. Check that out. This guy is encamped now. So we couldn't have told him to encamp because he spent movement already. But by telling him to identify, he went into the identify behavior loop, which involves encamping when you're out of supply. So that's an interesting thing for us to know for the future. You can sort of cheat in camp with people who are going to do a job stationary on a tile. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about. I went back and looked at the episode where we settled our kingdom last game, episode 4, and it was in fact the case that we lost our settled professions when we picked up our settlement and moved it. However, it was only one guy. We had one settled clan that lost its profession, and our settlement got pillaged the turn we put it back down before it became a kingdom. So that might have been what removed his settled profession. I am told by helpful people in the comments, and by the way, if you are in the comments helping to explain mechanics to me, know that I really appreciate that. I am told by people that it should not be the case that we lose our settled professions when we move the settlement. So it looks like maybe it was the pillaging that did it. So I'm hopeful that we will not have to retrain all of these people when we settle back down, because that would be expensive and time-consuming. Alright, we probably need watchmen. Is that the next thing, though? Is there anything else really important? You know what? Actually, having a logging camp would be really nice, because look at all the trees in this area. I don't know exactly where we're going to settle, but all of these trees, we would really benefit from having a logger. Probably what we will do is have our wood collector come back. Clan Bertram is upset. Clan Bertram is who? These guys. What do they want? Fighter. Good. Thank you. That's helpful. Ah, they want a warm place. Okay. That's actually pretty... is there a good reason that you have to be a fighter? Okay, because you are violent. Well, we could pull them into the settlement briefly, and then send them back out. Also, large stone deposit. Okay, that's interesting. So what I was saying is our wood collector should probably just come back and become a logger, right? Because we're certainly not going to need a wood collector once we have logging going. Alright, and this turn you're not out of supplies, so let's get you out of your forage loop. So we got to keep an eye on food. So we're going to be a little food light for a minute, I think. Just come over here and wait. Don't want to step on the no supply tile while we're worried about supplies. I'm not too worried about traders, so I guess I think we're going to need watchmen. Honestly, that might be a thing we could do with Clan Bertram. Feels like a little bit of a waste of their power bonus, though. We received a gift from Rome, except not really, because apparently those are also broken. There are some things in this game that are not working as intended. I don't know if everybody had noticed yet. I will say that on the whole, I like a lot of what's going on here. I like a lot of the core ideas, and I really like the fact that it's so economy and resource conversion focused. That's stuff that appeals to me a lot. There's like a lot of what I like about board games is present here in this game, but it does feel like it needs a little bit more time in the oven to me. Like it's not quite done. All right, so we have our basic. We have cows and stuff. Yeah, okay. Let's pick up ranchers too, right? Don't we have a big herd of cows? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what we'll do with them. Maybe we'll just do cheese making again. I would hate to be boring and just do the same thing we did last game. So we've got a Green Thumb independent clan. So you don't want to be in the settlement. You don't like to train in social or settled professions, but if you did train in them, it wouldn't be a problem. Ooh, a scalding summer. That sounds bad. Alright, well, that guy could become a farmer or something. Alright, let's merge up. I have to imagine that we are going to, we're going to be able to root out those bandits. Let's identify some more stuff over here, and then probably, like I said, bring this clan back home. They're so good at identifying things, it's really hard to not want to have them running around identifying things. Alright, so now that we have our basic stuff, we got to figure out what else we need. We kind of have a lot of things that we need. I guess the things that we really need are still metalworking, right? We need the ability to make steel tools, to make armor smiths and weaponsmiths. I think toolmaker is next. Steel toolmaker is next. I don't know how soon we're going to need this exactly, but I think we need it. And I think this is the clan where we settle, or this is the turn where we settle. So let's try to figure out exactly what tile that is. Also, the caravan has arrived. That's a real hold on a second kind of piece of information. Alright, so we merge up, step up. Next turn we actually get to attack, and... okay, we should be successful kind of narrowly. Also, a lot of noise is happening here. We've identified an iron deposit, which is cool. That's a handy thing to have. We should probably identify what this is next. Oh, you guys actually... no, you do not still have move. Okay. You probably identify what that is next. Alright, so obviously we want to grab all of this stuff. Our settlement border is going to be 5 tiles out once we have... or 4 tiles out once we've made a kingdom. We can fortify the main settlement in the same way that we fortify watchtowers to push out the control range. So, like, what is the best spot to put this down? So if we put it right here, it'll grab this whole arc of things. 1, 2, 3. It'll grab the wheat. It'll get the cows. It won't quite have the mineral deposit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that mineral deposit's really far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a lot of stuff is really far away. But I think I like this spot. Yeah, it gets a lot of stuff in the initial kingdom border expansion. Let's go ahead and unpack and do that. Don't think there's any reason not to just declare right this second. Okay, yeah, so we've got a lot of good resources to work on. A beautiful spot for a lumber camp, a logging camp. So obviously we're going to need a source of stone or a source of coal. I don't know what this is going to be. It could be one of those things, but I think for the moment we're probably going to have to buy the stone blocks to make our first building happen. First building or two happen. So they have 15 stone blocks, which is not enough to build a building, plus 30 raw stone. Okay, let's if we bought the stone blocks and we bought the stone, we already researched the profession that turns stone into blocks, didn't we? Is it crafting? Yes, it is crafting. Okay. So yes, we did. So the stone turns into blocks at a 1-to-1 ratio. And the stone is way cheaper than the blocks are. Okay, so we want to buy all of this stone for sure. And we need to train somebody in that thing. Then, I think we also want to buy as many of these stone blocks as we can afford. So let's figure that out. I would love it if we could get to 180 treasure and just buy all of them. Can I reasonably do that? Well, we probably don't need all this parchment, right? We're still producing parchment. When we use parchment to retrain people in disciplines, the costs are pretty low. So, like, we sell all of the parchment. That gets us a significant portion of the way there. We could sell off the cloth as well, because it's already the case that we're going to need to produce a ton of cloth if we want to do anything with cloth. 3 cloth probably will not be missed. And then we could use, like, tools and timber to make up the little bit of difference here. Because we need to gain another 21. We just sell 7 tools. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we have 0.25 treasure left. I think that's a good start. So then, a big question is, what is our first stone block building? Another big question is, who becomes the stone cutter? You obviously want to be a farmer. Could we retrain somebody? You guys want to stay in crafting. Oh, so it's you guys. You guys, yeah, that makes sense. We're going to be transitioning out of a gathering economy, and this is a gathering thing, right? Yeah. Okay, yes, I think we can retrain you as block cutters. And then we'll make these guys farmers right afterward. Clan Aaron is just going to identify a couple of things on their way over to us. Because he doesn't really have to stop. Yeah, it takes him a single turn to identify. Man, that's a good trait. Alright, so yeah, we'll have him come back, and as soon as he's back in, we can have the gregarious clan become farmers. Where have we... yes, cattle. Cool. So identify that, and then head over. You guys can... So we'll get the weapons we need to do some fortifications from this. We could fortify our base here and pick up this berry bush, but I think we might be better off holding on to the weapons. That said, I also think let's not pillage right now. Let's finish off the bandits, then worry about it. So right now we have enough wood to build a couple of temporary structures. Need you to just keep working. Do we want parchment or cloth more right now? Let's get a little bit more parchment so that we can do some disciplinary training. And then we're going to need cloth at some point. Because we're going to have to eventually do another clan increase. Also healing. Healing's important. What have we revealed? We have revealed... grapes? Yes, a large field of grapes. Okay. And a whole lot of sheep. Time is it? It is late April. Okay, that's not so bad. Let's just keep hunting down bandits for the moment. Get rid of all of these guys. And you, the gatherer. So the question is, do we have you start gathering, or do we have you come home for retraining? What is the city's plan for this turn? I guess we gotta make this guy a farmer. Somebody needs to become a miner eventually. But I mean, like, we know that guy has to be a farmer, so that's good. You don't really need to be on agriculture, so you could come home and be a miner. Like, we have to establish a stone mine at some point. We also have to get some watchtowers going so that we can actually build the stone mine. Right, there's this area over here that's resource dense and has a stone deposit, so a watchtower here makes a lot of sense. But I guess one of these guys could become the watchman. I don't know who that would be. So I think the answer is I want these guys to just gather for right now. But let's gather stuff that's outside of our territory, obviously. Alright, we can train steel toolsmiths, which we probably will eventually. You guys, we cannot quite reach that guy. He's extremely torn up, though. I think we could probably have just the archer chase him down. Can one of you pillage this real fast? And then you're marked inside. Because you never engage in feuds or brawls. Okay, maybe we return Clan Siegfried to the settlement and we figure out a new job for them. What you guys doing? Keep moving. Is there anything cool down here? There is nothing cool down here. We're gonna have a little bit of a resource crunch here as we're bringing people home and making transitions. So what do we want next? What does engineers do? Reduction from all stone block buildings increased by half. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Man, that's a lot of training cost right there. But yeah, we're definitely going to want that profession. I don't know if it's a right this second sort of thing, but let's get the knowledge. You please identify this. So we're only a little bit negative on food right now, and we've got a lot of time. We've got a lot of turns worth of food built up. Western Roman Empire... Oh. Approach is now cold. Was previously error. They just stood around saying, I am error over and over again. God, I miss those days. Simpler time. Alright, well, we will pursue this bandit to the ends of the earth. You... And this could be the first stone building we make. Because we actually have enough stone here to get 2 stone buildings going. So I guess... What do we want to farm on? We could farm wheat, or we could farm grapes. Grapes have a bunch of different uses. We could farm the honey as well. What is the alcohol profession that we know is the one that works off of honey, right? Or was that winemakers? Yeah, honey or grapes, actually. Well, we know there's a hostile force over here. We don't know anything about what's over here, which makes me a little nervous. Building a farm 2 spaces away from the unknown. Maybe the smart thing to do is to come down here and get the wheat. I really would like to get alcohol production back up, though. Yeah, alright, I think we're going to take our chances with the with farming near the unknown. We'll just make it not unknown anymore. Okay, so we have weapons. Like I said, I think I'm going to hold off on fortification. I don't know that grabbing this extra... area is helpful just yet. You know what we could do? Clan Siegfried could become our first watchman. Then again, a clan that never feuds is a valuable thing to have in the actual settlement. Maybe these guys become the watchmen? Feels a little bit of a waste to not have them be real military units, though. For the moment, I think let's just have them go and hunt. Because we're actually still negative on food. Let's just try to make sure that we have a reasonable source of income. Remember, things are not too bad right now, but it's not winter right now either. When winter hits, we're going to lose a lot of our food income. Okay, so who wants to be what? You want to be a farmer. I think we have the time to make that happen now. Sucks that Briner's broken, because he'd be really useful as a Briner. Bandit continues to try my patience. Keep chasing him. Alright. Grape plantation. That's going to help with food a lot too, actually. Maybe we don't need the hunting? Yeah, maybe. I guess we'll farm wheat next. So you... What could we do with you? I'm going to retrain you as something else. What do we retrain you as? What do we need? We have a block cutter. We have a guy coming back to do logging. Actually, we could use some miners. There's like a version of this where I kick somebody else out of the settlement and have him take their job. But I think everybody that's doing these jobs right now is pretty good at these jobs. They have them... Yeah, as much as they're convenient inside due to their traits. And we just have too many things that need doing outside. I'm going to make them miners. So let's retrain you in metalworking. You are cool at metalworking? Yes. Yeah, we just... Too many things need doing outside the settlement. So... If you're not probably going to be necessary hunting, I think we're still going to need food. Again, we got to make sure that we build up and have enough to get through winters and stuff. It's possible I should have waited to move this clan off of the settlement until this clan was actually in there. We have like a turn or 2 laps here where crime can occur. Well, it's too late now, unfortunately, to fix it. There'll be one more turn where a crime might happen. So, Clan Ewart, petty and afraid of fire. Doesn't want to do metalworking. Will probably feud with other people. You might be a watchman, my friend. Apparently we have to do a little bit more metalworking training before you can become a, miner. Aha! The fool! Right, we probably need to actually come over here and explore some of this area near our farm, right? We found a gold deposit. Okay, that's cool. So let's have a look at the area around this farm. Okay, this actually is pretty safe, I think. I guess we gotta look up here too, but it feels safe. And it's nice to have another gold deposit. So we got some gold and some wheat. Yeah, it's gonna be a little while before we have a watchman. I guess I don't need to stress too hard about where the watchtower goes. We think we have some idea, right? Okay, so what do we have available here? We have a bunch of coal, but we don't actually have any of the professions that do stuff with coal. What do we want to buy? Well, we need to buy fine cloth and oil. Right? Am I remembering right? Hold on. So we want to make Master of Ceremony. Yes, we want to make our current fame guy into a better fame guy. Let's look at how long our recruitment's taking. So in order to get that, we need fine cloth and oil. And also he has to be ennobled, which is fine cloth and something. Fine cloth and armor. Okay. So we could buy enough fine cloth to ennoble him now, and then we'll have to buy more fine cloth next time. Fortunately, this is not a specialty item now that the caravan's upgraded all the way. It just has 10 fine cloth every single time, so we know we will be able to do that. So 180 gold for the fine cloth, 120 gold for enough armor. Can we get there? We could sell these weapons. That's interesting. The sell price for the weapons is higher than usual, but the buy price isn't. Usually, when you have that special high sell price, the buy price also goes up. So, like, see, for example here, when one price is discounted, the other one also gets discounted so that they stay sort of in the same relation. It kind of looks like... Yeah, okay, it is in fact the case that we could repeatedly sell these weapons for 64 and then buy them for 48. They should fix this bug. The buy price of those items not going up means that if I were of such a mind, we could generate infinite treasure right now. Well, not infinite, because, you know, I'll die at some point, but an arbitrarily large amount of treasure. We should not take advantage of this bug. I am going to choose not to take any more advantage of it than I already have, just making sure it worked. But, hey, John Shafer and Conifer Games, fix this. That's a real problem. We are selling the weapons, though. I'm totally selling those weapons. We also do not have any use for 2 horses. And now we need to generate 31 more treasure. So we shall do so by selling some of our parchment, probably. I think this parchment is like the least useful thing we have left. So we'll sell 8 parchment. God, I wish these buttons never moved around. Alright, 10 of those and 10 of these. And ennobling the clan produces extra fame for us right then and there, right? Yep, 5 extra fame per turn. Alright. You guys. Congratulations, Noble Clan Alram. Oh yes, we have a choice to make. They get levels in a thing. Obviously 5 levels in honor, so we're not that far off of being able to really have some very impressive fame income. That's going to be really nice. Is there anything else we want to buy while we're here? I would love to buy another batch of steel weapons. Could we get to 200 treasure? Because one of our military professions uses steel weapons, right? But it's only 5? Yeah, man-at-arms. A man-at-arms needs 5 steel weapons. So if we could get 5 steel weapons here so that we can still have 10 steel weapons after training them to potentially do a Roman Legion upgrade. Actually, how do Roman Legions compare to men-at-arms anyway? These guys have 3 move points, 30 power. Okay, pretty standard infantry stuff. And Roman legions are... The Roman legions are the same unit. The same unit with different art. Okay. So it would be really cool if we could get some of this going, you know, as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we're going to need to generate treasure faster than we're currently generating it. Or things that sell well faster. I mean, stone blocks help. Once we have our source of stone blocks incoming, things will get easier. Yeah, I just don't think we don't have enough resources left that I'm comfortable parting with to make it to 200. Yeah, we'll just do without. We could buy more stone and more stone blocks. I should probably buy the rest of this stone. Shoot, we're not going to be able to buy one or generate 150 either, though. We could sell some tools. Like, I should probably buy as much stone as I can. We need parchment, but we're generating parchment. I'll sell the parchment we have. We're going to need oil for healing. Although, apparently, retraining a clan into a new profession completely heals them. I did not know that, but apparently that is a thing. So maybe we don't need this oil? Hold on. What was the other resource that we needed to make men-at-arms? Normal armor. 10 armor. So more armor than we could buy from the caravan here. But this is a normal caravan thing. It's not a special thing, so the next caravan will have 15 armor. So if we have 120 treasure at that time... Or we have armor smiths, too. I think we have the armor smithing profession, so we don't need to buy armor. I'm getting all distracted here. Stone. I'm trying to buy stone. Well, we can certainly buy 4 stone right now. Let's do that. Maybe that's all we can afford to buy. Because we're just barely holding parity on iron as it is. I don't know exactly what we need tools for, but I know we will need more tools. Right? There are a lot of professions that need tools. Yeah, okay. Just keep moving. We gotta get that logging camp up. Very important. Okay, you need to get inside the settlement to prevent crimes and stuff. And you can see a lot of tiles are becoming scorched. We're holding on food, though. It's just like a temporary wheat farm that can later be replaced with a plantation. And you start foraging this. Okay, now we're actually gaining food, which is good. During the warmer months, we would like to be gaining food. What do I do with my archer? Guess we can just keep exploring. You are going to become a miner. Right? Yes. Yes, that is what we were doing. So what do we need now? Well, we might presumably need boards. We didn't end up needing boards last game. We were able to purchase as many boards as we needed. A lot of the stuff at the top of the tech tree doesn't really seem all that important. And we know we'll need steel armor smiths and steel weaponsmiths, probably. We also could pursue some upgrades for the stuff we already know and are likely to use a lot, like the structure professions could probably be upgraded. In fact, minor upgrades are probably pretty important to pursue. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, there's a bunch of religion stuff happening that is irrelevant to us. I may have trained this miner too soon. We probably should wait until we know what this deposit is to move him out. Oh, actually, we can't create mines on this anyway. Yeah, I did train him a little too soon. We should have trained this guy first, because we need the watchtower before we can even consider building a mine. So I guess let's do this. Let's get him built. You guys... It doesn't hurt to have you hanging out here. Just wait here, I guess. Even go back inside. Alright. Exploration. Okay, you ran out of stuff to forage. What's your... Okay, your stuff is all power-based. So actually, if we're going to make a man-at-arms, it should probably be this clan who becomes the man-at-arms. Alright, well, we'll send you back toward the settlement, I guess. Alright, the other minor upgrade costs boards, so that's probably not a real thing to think about. What about farmer upgrades? Boards and tools? Yep, okay. Probably all the structure professions have roughly the same upgrades available. Well, that's certainly a thing we need tools for. All these upgrades. Right now we're holding just about at equilibrium. We could be considerably positive. Alright, so we're going to train you as Watchman. I guess it would be better to train you up in Honor again first. So yeah, this guy will be able to get trained as a logger pretty soon. Oh hey, bandits! Well, bad news for you. You are standing out in the open. And I am much better at fighting than you are in the open. Okay, just deleted that bandit. Honestly, we might need this hunter over here just to support, because I'm kind of running low on health on that unit. Alright, so do we also want to grab... There's no upgrades for watchmen. No upgrades for ranchers. We could just keep focusing on upgrades. Boards and steel for the upgrades on this one. Oh, our block cutters could be working more efficiently. That would actually be pretty cool. Is this also going to be tools and boards? Tools and steel tools. Well, let's get this upgrade. Seems like the worst part of the summer has passed. People are making demands on each other. We've identified a stone deposit. That's honey. Honey and gold and wheat and stone. Maybe we watchtower over here. Let's have a little bit more of a look around. Oh my. Actually. Yeah, actually that's pretty interesting. Also coming home. Yeah, this has turned into quite a cluster of resources. Alright, so you become a watchman. We have just enough wood left for your watchtower. And then we'll be able to make a stone block stone mine. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh no, feuding. What? Who wants... Which two clans are these? Clan Adelfried and Clan Ewout? What? Who? Oh, the clan we're sending out. And Clan Adelfried, who's, like, tremendously valuable. So in order to settle this... How does feuding actually work? Both clans will start dropping in mood until you punish one of them. Okay, so that's really annoying. Alright, go back in the settlement. It doesn't really matter if this clan is unhappy, if they're just going to be a watchman, but now we have to completely retrain them. Yeah, and it's going to be such a huge pain in the ass. I hate feuding. Ugh. What an extremely annoying mechanic. Not a bad mechanic. It's okay for mechanics to cause negative feelings, but it's very annoying. I guess you can just sit over here and forage? No, you cannot forage. This tile, I mean, it has trees on it. I can see them. Alright, well, he can just forage some wood off of that. You, in fact, have a bandit camp over here. Well, unfortunately, nobody can stop clans from feuding. We can stop them from committing crimes, but not from feuding. Right, this clan wasn't stopping people from feuding. They don't engage in feuds, but yeah, they weren't stopping other people from feuding. Okay, well, that sucks. So So what do we want to study? Are there upgrades for engineers? Okay, that's a lot of boards. Or steel tools. Okay, so not really anything we can use. Logger upgrades. Actually, may be useful. Let's at least pick up this. Yeah, now we have to completely retrain them. They couldn't just keep their damn mouths shut for one turn while we moved them off the tile. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, loyal and stubborn. Honestly, not bad. Not bad traits. What? Oh, right. They wanted to go back inside, didn't they? Alright. Alright, come on. We'll get this sorted. You just forage for a minute. You, I think, are going to try to come over and support the archer, who for the moment is just going to dig in. Because I'm assuming he can't actually fight this. Yeah, not really. Okay, the caravan's back. It has steel armor and steel weapons available. Oh, man, steel armor's really expensive. And I really just want to focus on getting my advanced professions going here. So I would need 30 oil and 10 fine cloth. Oh, they don't actually sell enough oil. That's a problem. Well... So we don't need to buy all of the stuff to do this right now, then. Because, I mean, we don't need to buy, like, all of the cloth or all of this oil. We just need to make sure that we buy enough here that we will be able to finish the job at the next caravan. So we must buy at least 5 oil. That is necessary. And then we could leave the rest of the stuff for next time. Is there any chance we get anywhere near 600 gold? Or 600 treasure? No, there really isn't. I could have had 600 treasure by cheating. Yeah, see, like right here, the cloth is the way it's supposed to be. If the cloth sell price is up, the cloth buy price is also supposed to go up. So that you can't generate infinite treasure. Shit. Well, I suppose the thing we do here is we just buy what we can afford to buy right now and we don't stress about it too much. We'll buy 5 more of this. And then we'll have to buy 180 gold worth of cloth and 240 gold worth of oil. No, sorry, I only need 15. So, 180 gold worth of... Okay, so we have to have 360 treasure next caravan, or goods equivalent to 360 treasure. We're going to generate a lot of that treasure naturally. Yeah, okay, that's extremely doable. Very, very doable. Alright, do we want to start spending tools on upgrades now? I think I do. We don't really need iron for anything else. At some point we're going to have to make steel, but we're not making steel right now. Train clan in discipline. You. Keep getting better at honor, and stop making that face. I can see that. Think I don't see that? Alright, well, I think we're out of stuff that's, like, pressing. So maybe this would be a good time to start picking up the steel stuff, making text that we know we will eventually need. About to be winter again. We're negative on food, but we have a lot of food. Next caravan's 11 turns, so actually, we're going to produce almost all of the treasure that we need. We won't have to sell that much at all. Okay, you got to get over here and get ready to help. You need to come back inside. Sorry, I forgot all about your desire. That's my bad. Okay, you guys are miners. You need to get out there and mine. Although, right, we're waiting. Right, I actually can't do that. Well, let's have them leave the tile so that they don't get in a feud with anybody. You guys should not go anywhere. You should just hang out right here. Can you be 1 turn trained into Watchman? 2 turns left to do. Alright, so we'll pick this area up over here. We might want to build a watchtower, like, to the east to pick up berries and... Or, like, the iron deposit might be a good idea. Put it right here and grab maybe the berry bushes and the deer and the iron deposit, and then fortify for more berry bushes. Something like that. I can just have you wait out where you're supposed to be. Are you guys not producing right now? It's too cold. It was too hot, now it's too cold. Very fickle, these farmers. So I think probably what we're doing with our hunter here is taking them back inside the settlement and then kicking them back out of the settlement, like, immediately. I want to move this... Yeah, move the clan. Get them off the tile before they start another thing. Right, we just need them to be inside for 1 turn to calm down. Join up. We discovered a large herd of sheep. Wow. Even more stuff, huh? Oh hey! Clan Godfrey hit level 10. I knew they could do it. So what are the upgrades that we have available here? 20 cloth or 20 oil. Okay, well, we're going to take this one for free then, because we might be able to pay 20 cloth. Okay, so even more knowledge. That's pretty handy. So what are we doing next? We have here this clan that can do kind of anything. What do we need? Actually, never mind. That means it's probably time to pull these guys in and train them as loggers. We do need an engineer at some point. Try to get a couple more stone structures up first, though. Alright, Serdic of the Saxons has a message for you. Let's settle this on the battlefield. Whatever, man. I'm not afraid of you. I'm a little afraid of him. We don't have a super strong army right now. Okay, merge up and encamp for a turn, because you must. And then it will be time for fighting. You are going to live... Alright, so I don't know exactly where the watchtower's going, but it's somewhere over there. Okay, so you guys have to come inside. Just enter the settlement. And I think at the beginning of our next turn they should become happy, and then we just send them right back out to hunt again. So... What's up? Oh, right, they committed a crime. Well, whatever. When they leave the settlement in a second, it won't matter. So what do I want you to do? I guess this is probably a structure clan. What do we really need? We would benefit from more farms. We could build a pasture. Start getting these cows breeding. We could make another miner and start mining gold. Honestly, our strategy is so economy focused right now, that might be the way to go. So maybe we just train you in the discipline of metalworking. Please, please don't start a feud. And yeah, we're going to need armor smiths at some point. Okay, I think we're good on food. Yeah, I mean, we'll certainly be good on food through the winter, at least. Then Bertram is now happy. Hooray! Good for them. Let's just encamp for a turn. Hold on. Let me, before I forget here, let's kick them out of the settlement. They're immobilized. If they start a feud because they were immobilized by a snowstorm, it happens. Cabin fever. It's a real thing. Please don't make me deal with it. Okay, let's not pillage just yet. I do like to finish off the bandits first when possible. Okay, well, encamp. Now you must become a miner. Apparently you would like to train in your discipline a little bit more. Alright, please let the snowstorm end. No more snowstorm. Nope, still immobilized, huh? Oh, this sucks. Sucks very much. Alright, so we want this guy to be on a tile that is surrounded from as many sides as possible by wooded tiles. This is pretty good. It has wooded tiles on 5 sides. I don't think we're going to be able to beat that. This tile does not have... because these are not actually wooded, right? Yeah. Yes, this tile is the way to go. I guess just in camp again. I really need them to be able to leave. You also just in camp. You also just in camp. Oh my god. I hate supplies so much. What am I going to do with you? I guess you could just head over to gather some more. I don't know that it makes a lot of sense to do anything else. We're going to need somebody to keep bringing in food. Well, like, we still are not totally set. Yeah, we'll come and gather from these berry bushes. Just stuff that's far away from our settlement. And we have some diggers over in the northeast who are, I assume, going to run their deposits out soon, right? 7 more turns and 7 more turns. Okay. So we have a clan, a rustic clan of a smithing lineage. So lots of extra metalworking. They brought some tools with them. They will get upset if forced into a profession outside metalworking. But they will also get upset if forced into a profession outside of agriculture or livestock. So what we need to do is make these guys a profession that we don't care if they get upset about. Well, we can make them watchmen. It wouldn't matter how angry they were. We don't really need multiple watchmen, but what does being upset actually do mechanically? You are mad about... oh, yes, the clan that has committed the crime. So, being upset reduces morale, resource production, and experience gain. So you could also be a combat unit. Like, morale matters for combat units, but only on defense, I believe, and it doesn't affect your actual combat power. So it's not a big deal. Yeah, since they're going to get upset no matter what, because they can't be in a profession that's inside metalworking and inside agriculture or livestock. We could just make you a military unit. We could also, for the moment, make you... we can make you something in metalworking, except that I can't afford to really spend iron any faster than we're currently spending it. Man, I don't know what to do with you, honestly. You are a bit of a challenge. Hold on. Let's deal with the stuff we know we need to do. So you can move again. Let's get you the hell out of the settlement. That's going to help everybody. You are a miner, and we know approximately where you are headed. Okay, we have enough stone blocks to set up the 2 mines, and then we and then we have to wait a little while. Or we could set up a woodworks and the stone mine. I kind of want to set up a woodworks. Yeah. That's got us set on timber for a long time, then. Alright, where are we actually settling this watchtower? Do we want it to be within 3 of the stone? 3... This gives us... yeah, setting it up right here gives us the gold, and that both of the wheat deposits, and also these sheep. It doesn't get those animals. Set up right here... if we set up right here, we get everything we can see right now, without even having to fortify. Okay, that's the tile. You are waiting 1 more turn. You guys want to put him away, maybe? No? I cannot move into this tile because it is in a blizzard. Well, let us encamp another turn, then. Okay, so now we actually have to make this decision. We got no new information. Well, we could train... we gotta train these guys in something. They can't just sit here idle. We could make them a rancher and just accept that they're going to get upset, because actually a rancher being upset doesn't really hurt us either. The rancher's not really producing resources, right? It's just making it so that the animals are in the stockpile. Actually, I like that. Alright, so we'll train you in livestock. And we will make you a rancher, and you will ranch these cows. And then, probably, some kind of cheese making can occur, or something. Identified another herd of cattle. Cool. I don't actually care about your health, so just build. You have to keep encamping. You guys can finally be done with him. Not a lot of player forces have been over in this area, so kind of a lot of bandits to deal with. But I think this is going pretty well. We're establishing. It's going to take a minute to finish establishing, but we're getting there. We're going to have a lot more people out wanting to build structures than we will actually have structures. Or, you know, resources. Yeah, I mean, we're going to want... Actually, are we? It might not be worth spending the tools on the upgrade for him, because it doesn't help us for him to be bringing in the stone faster than we're able to convert it into blocks anyway, right? Except that we could eventually get another stone cutter. Well, you have to wait one more turn. You guys should split up. You can go back and pillage, I guess? No, you cannot. Never mind. It feels like we've been dealing with immobilizing snowstorms, like, constantly for dozens of turns. I know that's not actually true. Oh, another bandit camp. That's not great. But man, I cannot wait for this winter to be over, is my point. Okay, thank God. Stone Quarry, go. Apparently we are going to have to fight some more. I'm too wounded to fight anymore. Alright, this archer has to come home. He has to become something else. We don't want him in the settlement. But he's not that good of a fighter. He could become, I don't know what, but he needs to be something else. Okay, go ahead and pillage that. You also should come home. I guess, like... We need the guy who's currently an archer to become something else, and the clan that's currently a hunter to become a man-at-arms. A clan of men-at-arms, I suppose. So what are we looking at on resources there? We need to buy 10 armor. Alright, well... Caravan's coming. We have a lot of things we need to buy this time, but we also have a lot of money, so... run away from those guys. Yeah, this is a really bandit-dense area. Winter is not receding faster than we can chase it. That's a little bit of a shame. So, now we're going to talk about how we're going to retrain these guys. They could be anything, right? What do we want them to be? Might you be the engineer? Yeah, maybe. In fact, probably, yes. Okay, let's get started on that process. That's gonna be a minute. Right, we are losing food, and our stockpile is starting to get a little bit smaller than I'm comfortable with. Really? Somebody made a demand that the Roman Emperor change his religion, and he was like, yeah, okay. That sounds good to me. So, let's talk about stone blocks. It's going to be a little bit before we have more. I think we can afford to just build this structure out of timber for a bit, and we'll replace it before it degrades the resource. Let's keep looking around. Oh, hey, more berries. Oh, and even more stuff down here. And even more stuff over here. This area is very resource rich. What were you even doing? Oh, you were gathering on that tile. I guess just go identify this. This might be something we could gather. Apparently it's still too hard to move through the trees. And we have a bunch of gatherers running toward the things that they're going to gather, and that'll help with the food. We just gotta wait. Okay, so you need to also continue waiting. We're getting them. The stone blocks are coming. We also have a ton of timber. We can set up a lot of temporary timber structures to replace later. Alright, so who... You still wanna wait. To identify that for me. Oh my god, it takes such a long time to move anywhere. Alright, so in order to get our Master of Ceremony upgrade, we need 15 more oil and 10 fine cloth. I would also very much like to acquire 10 armor. That's a lot of stuff to ask for, and we don't have a huge amount of things to sell. I guess I have parchment. We could sell all the salt back, because apparently I'm not going to be using it. You know, we might want to make cheese. Alright, let's see how close to this we can get without having to do that. Without having to sell all of our salt. So we know we need this. We also need 15 of these. Okay, we also need 6 more of those, so I need 48 treasure. We could sell tools. We could certainly sell some tools. I don't really want to sell timber or iron. But we can sell some tools. Alright, so let's buy the other... Buy the other oil we need. Then we can start the training. You retrain into a Master of Ceremonies. And he's level 10 already, now that we got the +5 levels on him. So we want to research a Master of Ceremonies upgrade for him to take for free. In fact, let's put Steel Armor Smiths on hold and grab that. So are they the same? +20 fame? Okay. I am more likely to be able to afford this one than this one, I think. So let's get that one now so you can take that one for free. And then do we want to do anything else with the caravan? I really would love to acquire 10 armor. I guess we could sell 5 of our steel weapons. Yeah, I'm going to end up not quite getting our Roman legions as early as I might have liked. Alright, so we need to put together a little bit more money. We can definitely afford to sell a little bit... Yeah, we can sell some more tools. That's fine. Really wish these buttons wouldn't move around. Okay. So the hunter's coming home, and once Clan Arminius gets home, they will train in being men-at-arms. Then they can wipe out this other bandit camp, and that gives us a pretty reasonable defense against these guys. Their power is going to be 30, increased by half, and increased by a quarter. I assume those will stack, those increases will stack additively, not multiplicatively. So that's going to be like, going to be more than 50 power. That's pretty serious. Maybe not enough to defend us all by themselves, but enough to be a pretty good start toward us being defended. You move, you move. Do we want to just set up a temporary pasture? Slowly depletes the resources available on tiles being harvested. But ranches work, like, pretty strangely, don't they? Sorry. Cattle pastures. Right, it's like the wood ones just add them to your stockpile. And then the stone block-based pastures allow you to get more. It not only doubles the number of animals, but don't they breed in there? So I think it's totally fine for us to make this out of wood right now. And then we're like pretty much safe on food forever, right? Because that's a huge amount of food, those cows. And as long as we don't end up eating all of them. Ooh, that's not great. Let's back up a little bit here. As long as we don't end up eating all of them, we can get them reproducing later with a stone pasture. Yeah. This helps. I'm a little worried about our food. A little bit worried. The engineer will also be very helpful. So we do have to have 40 parchment in order to do that. And I am spending parchment to train up our discipline here. Maybe 2. Okay, yeah, we're going to be fine. So more fame is nice in that, like, one of the core problems we're having right now is just we need even more hands. But it is also the case that more bodies means more mouths. Turns out the hands are usually connected to the mouths in a way you can't really you can't really sever without making both of them pretty inoperable. So they are likely to get into feuds, and they want to be in agriculture or livestock. Well, my friend, you might be a farmer, or maybe a rancher over here or something. Probably a farmer? I think we're going to need more farms more than we need anything else. Okay, so your thing might go on hold while we train these guys and get them the hell out of the settlement. Train you in agriculture. I have no idea what I'm going to do with you. Okay, let's identify this. I guess I'm also in danger here, but at least we'll, like... I don't think they can move far enough to attack me in one turn. Okay, so we need this guy... Ooh, he's almost depleted that. We need him to stop doing that and start doing this. We have just enough parchment to train our guy, so we can't spend anything. We need to get to 20 cloth. So we're gonna be in our clan cap for a moment. Actually, we're gonna hit our clan cap the turn the caravan comes, so we'll be able to buy the rest of the cloth we need, probably. Alright, Clan Root is going to be upset. There's nothing that can be done about that. Okay. We're getting diplomacy information that is not useful to us. So you actually can't go inside the settlement. You're likely to get into some trouble. But you can hang out near the settlement until we figure out what I want to do with you. Alright, we have this upgrade that we can now take for free, so we are producing a huge amount of fame. That's pretty nice, actually. Alright, you are going to become a farmer, and you're going to get the hell out of here. Farmer. So what do we want now? We could research men-at-arms upgrades. More steel weapons for more power. More steel armor for more power. Probably not doing either of those, actually. How about... I'm trying to think, like, what are we actually going to make use of? Engineer upgrades we looked at, and they're crazy. Because I think we're at a point here where it makes sense for us mostly to focus on upgrades. Oh, did I take that upgrade on my logger? I didn't. He's actually about to get a free upgrade. I can't tell exactly how full that bar is, because it goes all the way to the end here, I think. His current level of XP... Oh no, his current level of XP ends here, I think. Yeah, that could be a lot clearer. This is a tools thing, right? Do we need more timber, though? Probably not. Probably we ought to take a tools upgrade on a farmer. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. Because we're still kind of having food problems. I'm going to take a tools upgrade on him, too. We got to make sure we don't get the briner upgrade. Okay, that's helping. So what else do we, like... Engineer upgrades are really good. It's just that they're a real pain in the ass to afford. Well, we have all the knowledge necessary to make steel tools. We have all the resources and everything. It's just a matter of getting somebody on steel tool making. We're going to have to get more iron coming in. And actually, our iron mine's going to run out soon, right? That's not ideal. We've identified a grove of fruit trees. Alright, well please forage from that grove of fruit trees, because we still need food. Alright, you just need to hang out for a while. I should have... hold on. Can I cancel and tell you to dig in? Nope. Okay. That's what we should do with him, because he'll stop asking for orders. I don't know what we're going to do with you, but you need to buy some time. We've identified stone. Okay, and they are coming after us, so now is the time for running. There we go. Okay, what will you farm? We could farm some wheat. We could farm some... Can we farm some of this? Okay, apiaries are produced by farmers. I was like, there must be a gathering building, but, like, maybe the apiary is produced by a different thing, because I don't know if farmer is really the profession I would see doing this. But okay, good enough for me. Yeah, that's what we do, right? Or we come over here and get grapes. I'm still a little worried about that. Makes me want to maybe get on these a little bit later. Yeah, alright. And then, now it is probably time for you to become an engineer. Yeah, I don't want to... Ideally, we would train him up one more time, but I don't want to spend any parchment. Alright, well, let's get our... Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, we're way past the hour. Let's get our clan limit upgraded. The new clan has a brown thumb and is bow-legged. -1 movement, doesn't want to be in an active profession, and also... They do not want to be in agriculture. Actually, those negative traits do not really hurt you at all. We need people to just work inside our settlement on things that are not agriculture, so that'll work just fine. Got this engineer upgrade. You won't actually be an engineer for 2 more turns. I do not know what we want to study. You are definitely just waiting. And I didn't have her dig in on purpose. I want her to keep asking for orders so that we remember that we have a thing we need to do with her. Okay, let's visit the caravan. We are 9 cloth short. We could buy the 9 cloth. Oh, actually, we're not going to produce 9 cloths from this herd. What I was going to say is we could buy the 9 cloth or we could just wait. But actually, we should probably buy the 9 cloth and then... This guy's going to have to come around and start working on these herds. Yeah, since we have a stone deposit back home, we're probably not going to watchtower this area, so we can just run all these resources out. So I probably want to buy some cloth. Maybe it doesn't have to be 9. I also want to buy... armor. That's right. We needed armor. No, we have armor. What do I need for you to become a man-at-arms? Are you good? 5 steel weapons, 10 armor. So yeah, actually we're cool. It's just a matter of the engineering training finishing and then getting her in there. So we will have a real actual very powerful combat unit soon. Hopefully it'll be enough to hold off any incoming enemies at least long enough for us to make more combat units. Yes, we may as well get back to researching steel armor smiths, because we're going to need that. So, what else do we need from the caravan, then? We don't need to buy stone anymore. We don't need to buy stone blocks. We have good income on those. We have enough stone blocks to make a proper stone structure. We got to remember that that is a thing that needs doing. I'd like to hold on to the salt if possible, because we probably will be cheese making. Actually, that's probably what we should be researching, huh? Steel armor smith is still a pretty distant concern. Let's get cheesemakers. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I actually want to buy more salt? How much salt does a cheesemaker use each turn? One salt per turn. So we probably have enough salt that we don't need to worry about this right now. We could buy more steel weapons and keep working toward being able to get people trained up as militia. Or as Roman Legion, rather. Honestly, yeah, I don't think we need a lot at the moment. We're kind of in a good spot. So we want to buy that cloth. We should definitely do that. Just get the clan upgrade right now. Let's just buy exactly as much as we need. And then, do I sit on 158 more treasure? Well, I should buy the steel weapons. It would be cool to buy 5, so I need to generate 42 treasure in order to make that happen. We probably don't want to sell tools, because we're actually making stuff out of tools right now. I don't really need normal weapons anymore. Oh, except for fortifications. Do I want to fortify my watchtower over here? Would that help? It would grab us one more... Well, okay. It would grab us this field of wheat, but also, if we built a ranch on this herd of sheep, that would also get us the field of wheat, right? Because structures have a two-tile field of influence of their own, as you can see here from this farm extending our borders. So we don't really need to do that. I don't think we need weapons for fortification. So yeah, let's go ahead and sell them. We always can make more if we need them to. And then I just need to generate another 12. We could sell a couple of tools. Alright, let's buy these. Okay, so now we'll save... Alright, we're making a lot more treasure now. I don't know how many turns until the next caravan, because it doesn't show us until next turn. We probably won't have enough to straight up buy 10 steel armor if the steel armor shows up again. But between the treasure we're making and the amount of stuff we're producing now, we might be able to sell enough things to get there, especially with us making stone blocks. Stone blocks sell really, really well. Yeah, okay, I think we've got like a real thing established here. We are on our way. So that is probably it for us for today. That's probably the time we should stop. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if we can turn this wonderful economic engine we have going now into a faster victory than last time. And we'll see you then.